Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm a mum with 5 teenagers, a husband, and cancer. I vlog about my life. I show what it's like living with cancer, living with 5 kids. In this particular vlog, I am showing the cancer syndrome of waiting. Quite often we get into points where we are waiting for scans, we are waiting for the next treatment, which is what I am doing here, but I've got my fingers crossed that I will go back on the treatment because I had a few hurdles. I am currently on a trial with immunotherapy, but it's had some pretty hideous side effects with giving me rheumatoid arthritis. I have shown a whole heap of vlogs where I've gone into hospital and started an oral chemo to deal with that. So at this point in time in the videos, my hands, which really get affected by arthritis, were back to normal, but I had taken a lot of steroids to try and get there. They hadn't worked, but watch the other videos to see about that. And I had to be on the trial, I have to only be on 10 milligrams of steroids. So I was up to 200, so I had to wean myself down because you can't just go off steroids like that. It will be harmful. The other thing that I really, really hate about being a mum and being on steroids is it can make you super emotional. And this particular week, I think I was doing okay, but it might have been as well that it was a quiet week because my daughter was sick and I stayed at home most of the week, which actually helped me get on top of a lot of things. And you'll see a clip in the video where I'm a little bit flabbergasted that I am on top of all the things. And it was prior to my book club. I kind of felt like really together, and often I am just feeling in survival mode a lot of the time. So I was kind of freaking myself out that I was feeling so efficient. Anyway, I shall let you see the vlog. It's just general life while waiting.
Should I go Paw Patrol now?
Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
I thought you were too big for this. Emmy found $2, so she's okay.
What happened to it?
It's tiny. Is that worth $2?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, I'm glad you think so. Okay, it is a school day, but Imogen is not at school because we've just been to the GP. She's got an inner ear infection, which Emmy's prone to get, aren't you? And the doctor said you've got a high pain threshold because Emmy just thought it was one ear, but it was both ears. Tough girl.
Yeah, but that's because one of the ears was like worse than the other.
Yes, that's right. So you might have started feeling that if we didn't go to the doctor. So we've got some antibiotics for you. And then we've gone to 3 grocery stores, chasing all the specials. So I think I'm all set up for the week. The idea now is to stay away from grocery stores because what do I do if I go into one?
Spend way too much money.
That's it. I'm always picking up all the extra stuff. But we should be right for the week, and if we need milk, we'll send Dad in because he doesn't spend extra money.
He goes in and out in 5 seconds.
That's it. I feel like I am on this amazing roll today. I just feel like I'm on top of things, which I hardly ever feel like I'm on top of things. But I also feel like I had a big fail. So I'm like, here I'm putting dinner on at the moment. I've almost got to the end of all my folding. The cleaner came yesterday, so that is a big help. But normally when the cleaner comes, I've still got clutter everywhere, but it's looking for, shouldn't look behind. I know that I've got to clean up the bench behind me, but I'm looking at that going, normally whenever I look at a bench or whatever, I'm like, oh, that's going to take me ages, but I'm like, well, that's not going to take too long. Just about to throw the chicken rub all over the chicken. And I've got book club coming tonight, Hang on, I'm just going to wash my hands and then I'm going to keep talking. Okay, got Inglewood chicken, my family's chicken, for dinner tonight. There's chicken drumsticks. The trainer said we won't be getting some chicken drumsticks for a while because they're very popular at the moment, so we just get what we get, and I'm very appreciative of whatever's available, and it can vary. But I did all this stuff, but I didn't go to the school athletics carnival, so I kind of feel bad about that, even though I feel good about how much I got done today. Last night I went to my church life group and was talking to the ladies, and yeah, I think at some point I expressed, and the ladies were all lovely, expressed that I just can feel some real mum guilt sometimes. You know, I know that there's stuff that I'm doing right, but I'm super aware of all the things that I do wrong. I'm just making sure that all these chicken drumsticks have got a good coating of oil on them before I sprinkle this stuff and rub it in. So, yeah, sorry. That means you're like kind of watching me thinking at the moment. I don't know whether this is going to have to be highly edited. Yep, so the mum guilt is that I didn't go out because it was freezing cold. It's 1 degree today when we started the day. It was just cold all day. Funnily enough, I'm like, you know, my immune system is a little bit compromised from the, isn't it inflizumab infusion I did, but I also got a phone call from the infectious disease doctor today saying that he ran the test once again, and this time it came back negative. So he's like, I'm fairly certain you're not going to get TB. It's always a good day when it becomes, tuberculosis becomes even a lower risk than yesterday. Oh, I think I've got all the barbecue rub on this now. I think I might just make sure it's in properly by doing another drizzle of olive oil. Yep, and book club. I'll go out and set the tea table in a moment, all the teacups and that. And yeah, happy days. See, I don't understand. I don't understand who even am I. I'm cleaning the microwave before book club. And it really needed doing, but it's needed doing for ages. Sorry if you've only got my torso, but I do need to keep going. I've got the chicken in the oven. I haven't lost my temper with my kids all day, which I know that sounds terrible, that that's an achievement, but at the moment, when I'm only on 100 milligrams of prednisone now, but that's an achievement. Only 100 prednisone. Once upon a time that seemed like a lot to me. When that's halved, it feels much better than 200. Okay, so I just need to, look at me. Just need to dry this up and then I'll keep doing the bench, which I've wiped down. Oh, I am supposed to be doing sweet potato fries right now, but I had put vinegar and water in the microwave, put it on 5 minutes to get it all condensed everywhere. I've done that 3 times this afternoon. So this time I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna leave the potato fries for a little bit longer. You can always par bake them in the microwave if you have to. And get that done. And my sister, who comes to book club, is probably coming around too. Now I've started videoing, I'm just taking along for the ride.
Ooh.
I was going to do sweet potato.
Ooh.
Don't do that. Is it? I was going to do sweet potato fries.
Right up.
That's going to be too far away. The plan was to do sweet potato fries, but I'm scrapping that. And just going with the packet. I've got these little lattice things because I cleaned the microwave. And I finished my ironing pile that I had. And I'm cleaning up. So we're doing those with chicken drumsticks. I suppose we should probably do another veggie, shouldn't we, Toby?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is too many now.
It keeps moving.
Right. This chicken is looking very close to being ready. Right. And continue to tidy up. Normally this is a huge mess when everyone comes for book club, but I feel like it might be tidy today. I don't know what's happening. What happens for us to get a tidy house in it? Really freak of nature. Well, I wish I'd filmed a little bit as people arrived because you guys are familiar with the book club crowd, but I forgot. I just got into the moment and enjoyed a lovely evening with my book club. Here's a little afternoon tea snippet after the kids came home. I was thinking about doing it as a short because I keep thinking I should do a few shorts. I just can't get my head around it though. And then I'm like, oh, you know, it's not really, yeah. Anyway, so I didn't. So sorry for the funny orientation. Here's a little scone afternoon tea. Are you familiar with the difference between Devonshire teas and Cornish teas? In England, the Devonshire tea will put the cream down the bottom of the scone and the jam on top. And in Cornwall, they put the jam on the bottom and the cream on top. So doing a little bit of a poll with the family to see who's Devonshire and who's Cornish. If you are a scone eater, are you a Devonshire or a Cornish fan? Tell me in the comments, please. Okay. I know it's a bit late, but we're just using up Easter eggs. And I've also made scones, so quite the afternoon tea this afternoon. Live try. Hard with braces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you a jam on top or a jam on the bottom person?
I've already got it on
Jaden,
the bottom.
yeah, Jaden is, I'm asking other people. Jam on top, jam on bottom. What? Jaden is a jam on top. Is that Devonshire? I think jam on, I think cream on the bottom is Devonshire. I'll have to, yeah.
Taking their time.
Yeah, Toby's got a plate full. He's going Cornish. Okay, I've got another Devonshire fan. Who is it? Purple tracksuit pants. Could only be one person in our family. Okay, Toby's like me, Cornish. Another Cornish. Scone, who does it belong to? Julian.
A little car park video. I've just dropped Imogen off to the movies, which is lovely. She is going to have a little wander around the shopping centre with her friends and go to watch How to Train Your Dragon. I am, can I show you this? I have to go and fill up my tin of French Earl Grey. Except I don't know whether it's worth bringing the tin in anymore. It used to be that if you brought the tin into the tea centre, they would give you a percentage off your tea. I have a feeling they do that either only on a particular day these days, like a Tuesday. And I just keep on not getting in, so I do want to fill it. Anyway, we shall see. And I might just have a look around, see if there's any end of financial year sales. And of course, I am weaning off the steroids. The infusion seemed to go well. Still a bit of pain. There was still a bit of pain the few days afterwards, but it was dying down. And then I had the methotrexate on Friday. Felt a little bit of pain afterwards. Still felt that bleh. And then by Saturday, I was feeling nothing in the hands. So I think these guys are all ready to go. I just need to keep weaning off the steroids. I'm down to 75. So that's good. We'll be down to 50 tomorrow. So by the end of the month, I should be back to 10 and hopefully ready to get back onto the trial again. And then do it all over again, I expect. But I also need to get a scan sometime soon. So that will be interesting to see if it's just staying stable, hopefully no growth, or whether, pray, please, Jesus, whether there has been further reduction. So, yeah, I will be so interested to hear that. But for now, I'll go to a shop. I'll let you know how I go. Got some shirts for the boys, an hoodie. Do you guys have hoodies in other countries? Aussies will know what I'm looking for. Oh, I'm looking for a jumper for Trent. One advantage of teenagers who like phones is, unlike my husband, who I can never get on the phone, can always get an answer from the teenager, because I found a whole heap of shirts, but teenagers are also fussy, so I could go and get him to ask his brothers what shirts, and then he went, which shop are you in? And he went into an online search to see if I could find him clothes. So I'm just trying to find it now. Okay, so couldn't find stuff for Trent. Just there are $15 shirts, and my English people trying to decide whether to do Man City, Tottenham or Arsenal for Alex, but he said he doesn't want Arsenal. Tottenham. Chelsea's the team we normally go for, but Target doesn't stock Chelsea. Tottenham, have fond memories in London of Tottenham. Almost bought a flat there, but not that fond. It was a dodgy neighbours, I think. Anyway, I'm reckoning this one.
Welcome to Target Assisted Check-in.
Look who I found! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! How lucky are you guys?
And I just got my ears in, so I deserved this.
You deserved this.
And I got this.
Wow, why did you get that?
Because I'm being so brave when I got
You're
this.
brave because your ears got pierced again. Can I get your video on
ears?
There you go. There's
Did they
your
get all
ears.
infected?
Yeah, so they had to get re-pierced. And did you get this because you're a good big sister?
Well, Mummy had to push it through an infection at home, so she was like,
Okay.
I was very brave also, and I said yes. Yes, you were. I need a prize.
You need a prize now. I just found out that we're in the same shopping centre. So let's go continue the extravaganza. Hello, ice cream. Okay, my gosh, Aveline, that's the biggest ice cream I've ever seen.
Massive.
What flavour is it?
Mint, chocolate, and passion fruit. I mean tropical.
Yeah,
I
that looks
got
like a bit of rainbow.
Bubblegum and
Gonna sit up next
bubblegum and
rainbow.
rainbow.
Wow.
Bubblegum and rainbow.
Classic.
Yeah. I think it's been very worth your while getting infected ears.
I just said that.
I think it's a bonus.
Okay. That's ice cream for the photo. Hang on. Give me an excited look, Evelyn. Good one.
And the grown-ups. Last purchase of the day from Kmart. A wool quilt. All the triplets need a new doona. We'll buy just this one though and see how it goes. And then we'll get the next one. As always for watching. See you in the next video. Give me a like if you've got to the end and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.